What up, Homedawgs? My name is Gokey Gamer, coach of the Milwaukee Meta Champs, and welcome to week 6 of the NBBL, where this week we're going to be battling none other than the commissioner himself, Coach Nova, and the Bermuda Kecleons. Nova is a player that needs no introduction on this channel. He is an insanely talented battler that can cook the finest sets with ease, and his team in this league only amplifies that skill. But before getting into the team, I actually decided to make some trades. What? So I ended up deciding to drop Hydrapple and Chargebug for Sinistcha, Greedent, and Volbeat. I dropped Chargebug because I realized the Sticky Webs wasn't really as good on this team as I originally thought it would be. At least, well, Sticky Webs from a 1-pointer anyways. And as for Hydrapple, I dropped them because over the course of the season and the PPL NX tournament, which you'll see later this week, I've learned that Hydrapple really isn't a great Pokemon without the use of Tera. Yes, it has a pretty great move pool, stats, and abilities, but being quad weak to ice and no easy pivoting to take advantage of Regenerator really hurt this Pokemon. Hence why I never brought it in this, or spoiler alert, the PPL NX. And once I saw Sinistcha was still on the board, I decided to grab them. In my opinion, Sinistcha was just what I needed on this team. Combining Heat Proof and the Rain basically completely nullifies the fire weakness, and I have easy recovery with Magic Gotcha, a really great move pool, and secondary ghost typing to give me some immunities I desperately needed. Greedent is mainly here as the bulky normal type to prevent ghost spam against Sinistcha, but can also put in a crap ton of work if used properly. And if you've seen the previous season of the NBBL, you'll know just how great Prankster Volbeat truly is, and I'm particularly excited to use it on a Rain team. Hopefully that all makes sense. Now let's talk about my opponent's team. Nova's team consists of Meowscarada, Terapagos, Kyurem Black, Pecharunt, and Espathra that can turn into a Psychic, Electric, or Fighting type, Incineroar, Landorus Incarnate, a Minior that can turn into a Flying, Ground, or Fairy type, a Klefki, and finally a Dewpider that can turn into a Water, Ghost, or Steel type. I don't need to talk about how Tera Espathra is one of the most terrifying Tera captains in this format, but I've also seen Nova use Meowscarada and Kyurem Black expertly in the past, and his ability to cook with Pokemon like Pecharunt, Terapagos, and even Water Absorb Tera Dewpider against my Rain team is extremely terrifying. I won't lie, this matchup is extremely tough for us, but I'm determined to get us back in the playoffs race with a W. Once again, Mystic Water Palafin is here to really bring the house down against Nova, particularly with the help of a Damp Rock Pelipper to hit pivot and bring Rain. Terra Steel the Ante is here in case things like Terra Psychic Espathra start getting out of hand. Archaludon is mainly here to chip and nuke things out of the sky. Fortress is here for hazard control, and finally the new recruit Volbeat is here to break screens from Klefki, set up tailwinds, and be really annoying with pivoting shenanigans. If you'd like a more detailed team breakdown, then consider checking out my Ko-fi page where you'll find 8-minute team breakdowns for all my battles, as well as receive access to battles early if you become a member. Any support you're able to give is always immensely appreciated. Also, full transparency before heading into this game, because of my insanely busy schedule, there won't be as many edits in this video. However, this is a battle with Nova. It's absolutely extremely hyped, so I'm sure you'll enjoy this battle regardless. Without any further ado, let's go ahead and head into the battle. Alrighty, I'm very nervous about this game. I don't know how it's going to go, probably horribly, but you know what, it's fine. I'm going to do my best. I'm very scared. Alright, an opposing trainer has been found. Let's see what they bring. We are going to see, we do see the Incineroar, we do see the Pecharunt, and let's see here. We do see Espathra, Kyurem Black, Terapagos, and Klefki. So yeah, these are like the biggest threats I was afraid of. I am glad not to see Meowscarada there. That makes my other Mon really, really nice. I am also glad not to see the Minior here either. Landorus not being here makes sense. Okay. So yeah, Espathra is going to be the scariest Pokemon I'm going to have to deal with. So I think what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to leave Palafin just to make sure I get my hit off. Or not my hit, but you get my point. And then, let's see, if Klefki comes in, I think I'll lead Fortress. I think, if Incineroar leads, I go into Pelipper. Whew, this is going to be a tough game. This is going to be a really tough game. I won't lie, I don't feel the most confident about this team just because I built it in less time than usual. This league has been very stressful for me. So, I'm actually getting ready for a performance later today, so yeah. And actually, you know what? By this point, I think I'm going to go ahead and do the thing I've been doing for the last couple of games I've played. I am going to go ahead and just do straight commentary throughout the entire thing. I just don't have the time or energy to really edit right now, so I think this is what I'm going to do. I apologize in advance. Good luck up with my opponent. I'm also going to be drinking coffee throughout because it's morning and I need coffee before I go to work. So let's see here. We're going to see N, which is going to be the Kyurem Black off rip. Okay, I was a bit worried about that. So I think here, I'm tempted to go into Fortress, but I don't want Fortress to take too much chip yet. I could also go into Toilet Bowl, but I don't want to do that either. My guess is here, what they're going to do, they're probably going to go for... They could go for an electric move. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to go into Mad Hatter, maybe? Let's see here. I knew I wasn't going to have much of an answer for this. So let's see, Kyurem Black. Let's see, Icicle Spear does a lot. Fusion Bolts, let's see, how much does that do to Fortress? It doesn't do anything to Fortress, so I'm going to go into Fortress. I don't want to take too much damage on this Mon, but if I have to, then that is what it is. And also, if we catch this thing on a Dragon Dance, Gyro Ball is basically going to do work. And we have Jet Punch, so it's going to be in range of Jet Punch from the other Mon too, from my Palafin. So we're going to go into Bagpipes here. We could go for a couple things. We're going to see Earth Power action, so this is actually a special set, so that's good to know. We do tank that. Let's see, I do kind of wish I had the, whatchamacallit now. I do wish we had the, Pain Split. Jesus, I couldn't remember what the name of it was. Let's see, what does more? Gyro Ball does slightly more. I'm kind of tempted to set up my rocks. I'm also now seeing that this is in fact a special variant. So that means Gemstone is a lot better of a switch, but I am scared of a steel type attack like Flash Cannon popping off here. I don't think I need Bagpipes that much here, so I think I'm going to set up my rocks. I think that's a free button click to make. We're going to see the swap here. We could see Terapagos come in if we're going to see Momo, which is going to be none other than the Pecharunt. Very interesting that this is the Pecharunt switch. I'm very curious about that. Oh, they were probably expecting a body press. We do get off our rocks though, which is great. I think here what I'm going to do, I think I can just go into Archaludon. This is a very free Archaludon switch for me to make, and that's what I'm going to do. We could see a Curse here. I think Curse makes a lot of sense. This is how I won with Pecharunt versus a Rest Archaludon, and obviously I'm not bringing Rest Archaludon this game. We are going to see a nasty pluck though. So I think here what I do, I'm going to click Snarl versus this thing. Let's see, Pecharunt, let's see, it's going to do a lot of damage. But, yeah, Snarl's going to weaken you down quite a bit. Draco Meteor also does a major chunk of damage to you. But I think here what I'm going to do, I think Snarl's the best play, especially if they try to continue setting up. We're going to see a Shadow Ball here pop off. That's fine. It's going to do a decent chunk of damage, and by a decent chunk, I mean half. We do get our defense raise as well. So I think here what I'm going to do, I click Snarl here, bada bing, bada boom, does a lot of damage. And now I'm going to double and click into Draco. I think that's my best play here to make, because we should always be able to tank an attack from this thing. We could see Klefki come in, but if I go for a Draco, then this thing just straight up dies. So if they could go for a Recover too, actually. They could absolutely do that. So maybe what I do here is I go for a second Snarl on the Recover, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. We're just going to see another Shadow Ball, which is a very interesting play. So we are going to see a Shadow Ball. It does pick up the KO this time, which is unfortunate. I was hoping it wouldn't. So, very unfortunate situation, but I think here I can just go into Palafin. I think Palafin is a very free button click here. Let's see here. If Shadow Ball... I think that tells me that this thing is probably like a decent amount in special attack, perhaps, or maybe not actually. But, I mean, regardless, Wave Crash is still going to do a chunk of damage to you. I could also go into Gemstone here and Tera Steel, and I think I have to now, unfortunately. I think so. Yeah, I will go ahead and do that. Click the Tera Steel button. They can't Malignant Chain me, or a +1, but that's fine. I think that's fine. So... this is gonna get interesting here. I'm gonna go ahead and click Earth Power because I can and I want to, and hopefully we can get this thing weakened down. That's kind of the main goal. Again, this is just a very tough team for me to break. Unfortunately, I was going into this with a not very favorable matchup, so I don't feel good about it. I really don't feel good about it, but we are going to burn our Tera here, so we're going to get off the Tera Steel, so that way we're immune to Malignant Chain. They can't go for that. They have to go for Shadow Ball here. They're only at +1, and it's not going to deal that much damage to me because I am a max Depth Wall, so that's good for me. We're going to see a Recover here. That's fine. Earth Power is going to do a lot of damage to this thing, and I also have Calm Mind as well. So if the Espathra tries to come in, it won't be able to do so very safely. We do get that hit off. I think here I'm just going to go for a Calm Mind just because I can and I want to. If the Espathra comes in, it's not the worst case scenario. And I think we can work around that. It's just still going to be... the Espathra is just going to make things really difficult for me. It's not impossible, but it's going to make things difficult for sure. I need Pecharunt weakened down so that way Palafin can come in and just click buttons, or if I can get the rain up, that would also be phenomenal here. So there's a lot of things that we need to go our way. Losing our Archaludon is definitely not the best case scenario, but you know what? We're going to make it work. The win con at this point is definitely Palafin. Kieran Black won't be able to win very reliably. Terapagos could come in here and try to click spin if they really wanted to do that. We're going to see Cleo that it's going to be the Espathra, so, because of course it is. So we're going to see if this is Opportunist. We do see the Pointed Stone, so that's going to put in some work at least. Let's see if you're Opportunist here. And if you are, let's see if you're Tera Fighting as well. Let's see Opportunist. We do not. We just see Lefties and Speed Boost. Very interesting. So I'm assuming it's Speed Boost anyways. Oh, they didn't even trigger. Very interesting. Okay, so we're at +1 versus this Espathra. So very interesting to me. I'm expecting this to be speed boost. I'm fully expecting this to be speed boost. So I think here, okay. I need to think about this. You could be, I think if you switch into this thing, you have to be Tera fighting. You could also be in prison too, honestly. You could definitely be in prison. I think here what I'm going to do, I could click Draining Kiss, I could click Earth Power. I think I'm going to click Earth Power, does slightly more damage. Let's see what this thing wants to go for. It could go for the Calm Mind of their own. So we're going to see as well if this is speed boost or not. So I'm very, very interested in that. We're going to see the Spadef raise as well. We're going to fire off our Earth Power. Boom, does a decent chunk of damage. Okay, this is very Spadef out the wazoo. We're going to see Lefty's recovery here. That's fine. Okay, we do have leftovers of our own as well. We are going to see the speed boost. So this is speed boost. Earth Power did diddly squat, so I'm very curious. I think this is going to be a max. Yeah, this definitely looks like it's max defense, or like max def. So that's good to know. I need this thing weakened down. Is there a way they can win with Tera fighting? I'm trying to figure that out right now. Tera fighting, Tera Blast. Let's see here. Tera, let's see. Tera Blast, boom. It's still not going to do, it's going to do 31 to 37% to me. But then they're weak to a Draining Kiss. So I think here I Calm Mind again. Yeah, we're just going to see another Calm Mind, so that's fine. Let's see here. If I'm at +2, that probably means that it's going to go... Yeah, it's going to turn into a physical move at this point, I think. Yeah, so... Okay, this is an interesting situation. I think here I just have to keep clicking Calm Mind. I have Draining Kiss, so I will be able to 1v1 this. I'm pretty sure, according to this. I can 1v1 this because it's not opportunist. We are seeing the speed boost here, but again, if this thing is in range of a Jet Punch, then that's amazing for me, so I'm going to click Calm Mind. I'm just going to keep clicking Calm Mind here. Yeah, so they're setting up to +6. I'm trying to figure out if there's a way they can beat me. I don't think there is. Let's see. They could have Roost as well, but we have Draining Kiss. Let's see. Stored Power. Let's assume you're at assume we both get to +6. That's just kind of what it's looking like that might happen now. I think. Let's see here. Stored Power is only doing 25 to 29%, and if you're Tera fighting, you're weak to Draining Kiss. So that's kind of my mindset right now, and I'm going to rock with it. I'm going to rock with it, I think. This is gonna be tough. It's gonna be really tough. They also don't know our items still, so yeah, they're just gonna keep setting up here. I'm very scared. I won't lie. I will not lie to you guys. I'm very scared about this situation currently. I don't feel great about it. I don't feel great. So, we're gonna see. We're gonna see, man. We're gonna see. We're gonna see what happens here. We're gonna keep raising our stats, and they're gonna keep recovering. I don't like how this is feeling reminiscent of a certain other battle that I had fairly recently, and I'm not liking it. But you know what? I'm just gonna keep clicking the button. I'm just gonna keep clicking the button. I think we could see Tera fighting Tera Blast at this point, but then I just click Draining Kiss, and this thing is just weakened down. We're gonna see another Calm Mind. Okay, so this thing is getting up to +6. We have Palafin in the rain in the back. Within the rain, you know, it's gonna do 55 to 65%. If this thing gets below half, then Jet Punch KOs. And honestly, it doesn't look like it's max defense either, so it might even be less than that. So we have a win con here. We still have anti this thing, basically. So this thing is at +6 now. I'm just gonna spam Draining Kiss now at this point. I'm just gonna spam Draining Kiss. They've committed, I've committed. I'm gonna spam Draining Kiss now. I'm very scared. I'm very scared. I'm very scared, guys. I'm very scared. I don't like this situation, but this is kind of the situation we are in, and it's fine. So we are going to see a +6 boost here to speed as well, which actually I didn't even think about. So let me actually calc that in versus Dancy as well. Tera's Steel. Does that KO me? Oh, wow. It might actually KO me. I didn't even realize. Oh, wait, no. Hold on. I said it might KO me, but I forgot I'm at +6 now, too. So +6. It only does 36 to 43% to me. I'm clicking Draining Kiss. And if we get a crit, we're looking amazing. Stored Power is going to do a decent chunk of damage, that's fine. We just click Draining Kiss here, we're going to recover that HP back. Yeah, we're going to slowly deal some chip. We're slowly going to deal some chip here. And looks like we will lose this 1v1, unless we get a crit here, which would be really solid if we get a crit right now. I'm not even going to lie. Not even going to lie, it'd be really solid if we get a crit at this point in the game. But, obviously that might not happen, so we'll see. I'm just going to keep spamming Draining Kiss. Yeah, we're gonna see another Stored Power, that's fine. Let's see, again, crit. The crit could absolutely happen here for us. Ugh, God, I don't like this situation. I think I don't think we lose. I don't think we lose here. I don't think that necessarily we lose. We're definitely not in a good situation either. I'm very curious if this thing had U-turn. I don't think it's going to have roosts. I just don't think that's likely here. I kind of wish I had stored power myself now, but that's besides the point. I'm just going to keep spamming Draining Kiss, because that's my play. That's my play to get this thing in range. You're going to see another stored power, that's fine. Please, Yancey, I need you to get a crit here or something. I need you to do something here, baby. I need you to do something here, baby. I really could use that right now. We're going to see some damage here. And then it's going to come down to Pelipper, Palafin. Yeah, I'm just not a big fan of this whole situation, unfortunately. I'm just really not. But you know what? We're just going to keep trying. We're going to keep trying, baby. We're going to keep trying. That's all we can hope for at this point. We're just going to see another store power. We're not in range. We will be in the range of the next one, though. Draining Kiss, bada bing, bada boom. Oof. No crit for us, and it's still not fully in range, I don't think, of a Jet Punch. So, I think here what I have to do... You're definitely higher in the Spadef side of things, for sure. Like, you have to be, because at +6, like, Draining Kiss, you're not Tera fighting, you're still Tera's Psychic, 15 to 18%, that looks like it's what it's doing. So, yeah, I don't think you're max... Yeah, I don't think you're max Fizdef, I think you're max Spadef. So, do I value Diancie at this point, or do I sack off my Pelipper? I could sack off my Pelipper here. Am I okay with sacking off my Pelipper? Yeah, no, I think I let Diancie go down, unfortunately. I think that's kind of what I have to do here, because I don't... Yeah, okay, so now we see the Tera. Is it going to be Tera fighting? Let's see it. Probably at this point. It could also be Tera electric, too. We're going to see Tera fighting. Okay, smart to... I mean, they might throw here. I don't know if a Tera Blast will KO from this range. I mean, it probably does, actually. It probably does. Let's see Tera Blast. I could have... Dang it, I should have swapped to the Pelipper. Dang it, dude! I should have swapped to the Pelipper. Man. Crap. That sucks. Okay, well, at least now we know it's Tera fighting, so that's good. So I think here what I'm going to do, I'm going to switch into Pelipper, and then I'm going to double into another Pokemon, because I do still value Pelipper in this game. It just comes down to what I think is the switch-in versus it. Let's see. Pelipper, let's go. I don't want to let... Man, there's a lot of Pokemon I don't want to let go down here. Like, there's a lot of Pokemon. There really are a lot of Pokemon I don't want to lose here. I think here I'm going to have to let Bagpipes go down, so I'm going to go ahead and swap it to Bagpipes, and then I have to hope that Jet Punch will KO this thing. It might not. We might just straight up lose, but if we lose, then it is what it is. And we just got 6-0 swept, because I can't do anything against this team. So, yeah. I could have brought Hoopa Unbound, but this thing gets U-turn. So, and like, I'm sure knowing Nova, he's rocking the U-turn tech. So, I really hope that this thing is in range of a Jet Punch now at this point. That was very smart of him to keep his Tera in the back. I'm going to go into my Mon. Let's go Palafin. Let's go Big Palafin. I need you to do something here, man. I need you to do something here. Please be in range of this Jet Punch. Please, for the love of God, be in range of this Jet Punch. Come on, Palafin, save me the game. I need you to save me the game. Come on, Palafin, I know you can do it. I know you can do it. I believe in you. I know you can do this. I know you can do it, Palafin. Come on. You're in range. You're in range. You're in range. Yes! Alright, thank God. Alright, it's not over yet. The Espathra goes down here. Thank God. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, dude. Oh, I hate this thing. Okay. So we're in the rain, we're Palafin, we're chilling, we could see a Klefki here. I need to see if Prankster has more priority. Let's see here. Prankster, Pokemon, let's see here. Gives priority to status moves by 1, so I should still outspeed. I do still outspeed because Jet Punch is also at +1 priority. So we outspeed Klefki. So Klefki in the rain, let's see here. I mean, I could just go for a Wave Crash and just KO this thing anyways. I could just do that, because Wave Crash will KO, and they could also miss their Thunder Waves. They're definitely thinking now, they can't go into Petra Run because I can just click Wave Crash and claim a life, so that's good. Kyurem Black, I have Drain Punch. Terapagos, I can still just weaken that thing down with the Drain Punch, or even some other things as well. I have Throat Chop. Okay, we're gonna see N. That's gonna be the pet. No, that's gonna be Kieran Black. Okay, so Kieran Black is on the field. Kieran Black and Pointed Stones dig in. Drain Punch, unfortunately, is still not in. They're still not in range of a Drain Punch. So I think here, what I have to do, I think I have to go into Mad Hatter. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go into Mad Hatter here. I'm going to click Tailwind, I think. And then I'm going to double into Pelipper. I think that's my best play. I could also just click Brick Break. Is this thing in range of a Brick Break? I don't know. Well, it's not in range of a Brick Break, but you get my point. We're gonna see Freeze Dry here. That's fine. We outdo this, actually. I'm gonna click Tailwind here. I'm gonna click Tailwind. Yeah, we withdraw, that's fine. Alright, we could see a Pecharunt come in here. We could see Mr. Glick. That's going to be the Incineroar come in. That's fine by me. Because here all I do is I go into... Okay, and the Pointed Stones too. That's amazing. I'm going to click Tailwind here, and then I go for a U-turn every single time. We could see a Parting Shot as well. I am okay with that if this thing goes for a Parting Shot. I think here I go into Pelipper. I go into Pelipper for free. I think the rain might go this turn, but that's fine because I can just click U-turn next turn because we do still have the Tailwind up. Mad Hatter going to be putting it in work, as well as the Hazards too. The Hazards weakening down Kieran Black is phenomenal right now. So we're going to go for a U-turn here. Bada bing, bada boom. Does a decent chunk of damage, and that is good for me. Klefki could be screened still at this point as well, which we do have to keep in mind. I do have boots on Volbeat, so Klefki can't set up a spike. And also, we're immune to spikes with our flying type Pelipper, so that's also very nice. I'm going to go ahead and switch to Pelipper here, and then I go for a U-turn here on the possible Parting Shot. Do we just see a knockoff here? That's fine. So let's see here. We lose the Damp Rock, which I think they know I have at this point. I could just click Surf here, honestly. Surf is a very free button click. Hurricane is also a very free button click here, honestly, too. So I think now it just comes down to what do I want to go for here. I could also go for a Roost. Incineroar won't be able to kill me. Let's see here. Surf always KOs in the rain. Hurricane also does a large chunk of damage. They don't have a switch in for a Surf though, so I think I just go for Surf. Because Kieran Black is their switch in. Yeah, Kieran Black is their switch in. I go for Surf. I go for Surf here. KOs this thing. We outspeed everything. We're pulling this back a little bit. We're pulling this back. Thank God that thing was in range of a Jet Punch from the Palafin. That was amazing for us. So, very glad about that. We are going to see the swap here, which makes sense. We could see Terapagos come in, finally, for the Rapid Spin. We're going to see Kiki. That's going to be Klefki, actually. I am okay with this. So, this Klefki is going to take some damage from the Surf. It's going to take a lot of damage, actually. So, we're going to go for a Surf here. Bada bing, bada boom. Does a lot of damage, which I will gladly take. And I think here I'm just going to fire off a second Surf. If they Thunder Wave me, that's fine. It's not the most ideal, but I would rather this thing off the field. We are going to see Light Screens, so they are screens. That's fine. So I think here what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go for a Surf again, that's fine. Bada bing, bada boom, and I think this time I'm going to go for a U-turn. We are going to see the Tailwind peter out. I'm just going to go for a U-turn this time. Hopefully they don't para me. I'm hoping they don't para me now. I think they go for a Reflect. They do go for a Reflect. I go into Volbeat here, and I click Tailwind into Brick Break. Or no, I click Brick Break. No, I just clicked plain Brick Break. That did no damage. That's so funny. That is hysterical, actually. But yeah, now I go into Volbeat, and I click Brick Break every single time, because you shouldn't be able to KO me, and I can just go for Brick Break for free. The Pecharunt could come in here, but I don't think it does. If we see Pecharunt here, then that's going to suck, but it is what it is. I think here what I do, yeah, I'm going to go for Brick Break on the... let's see, Pecharunt could come in here. I think Pecharunt's coming in. Is Pecharunt coming in? That's going to be Waddles. It's not Pecharunt. Good, thank God. That's going to be the Terapagos, actually. So Terapagos is going to take some damage from this Brick Break, and we're also going to break it, too. So that's awesome for us as well. We go for the Brick Break here. Tera Shell, that's fine. And we are going to break the screens. Boom. Perfect. I am okay with this. I think here I go for a Tailwind on the Rapid Spin. I think that's what I do here every single time. Nice try. Tailwind, and that is fine. We have Prankster, so even if they go for the KO, that's fine. This gets me Palafin in for free. This also gets me Pelipper in for free, too. And now we just need to make sure that the Klefki can't set up any hazards. We are going to see the Rapid Spin to get rid of the rocks. That's fine. I'm okay with that at this point in the game. I think here I just go for a U-turn into Pelipper. And then I can go into Palafin and just start clicking buttons, I think. Yeah. Kieran Black is still not fully in range yet, unfortunately, for Palafin to really pop off. I need that thing weakened down a little bit more, so losing the rocks here is a bit unfortunate, but I don't really have any, like, counters for that play, so that it just is what it is. But the Kieran Black here, if it comes in, then that's going to be amazing for me, so let's see here. We're going to see another Rapid Spin, that's fine. We're at +2. Actually, can I just go into Palafin now? Because you don't have your thing. Let's see here. Terapagos, Terrestal, or, yeah, Terrestal. Let's see here. Where is it? On the thing. Here it is. I'm gonna do that. Let's do that. You're not healthy anymore. Let's say you're at that. Let's see. We're not in the rain, unfortunately. But, according to this, I have a chance to just KO with a Wave Crash? No, it's not raining. It's not raining right now. It's not raining. It's none. So, Wave Crash still to 66 to 78%, which is awesome. But let's see here. Do I go into I am here for a Wave Crash? No, I think I'm going to go into Toilet Bowl. I think that's what I'm going to do. So this thing's at +2. We're going to go into Toilet Bowl here. And I think here I click U-turn. Yeah, no, I don't click U-turn. I click Surf. I think I click Surf here every single time. Yeah, I click Surf because I want to weaken this thing down. So I'm going to click Surf here. And then I go into Palafin. I click Jet Punch. It's in range of Jet Punch for Klefki. That's amazing. We're gonna see Tera Storm. Okay, if this thing goes down, it's fine. Let's see here. We do go down here. That's fine. Okay, I go for Wave Crash on the Palafin. I think here. Yes, I go for Wave Crash on Palafin. And something is going to die. Something is going to die to this, whether it's Incineroar or anything else. I do wish I had Flip Turn on this thing now, but I can go for a Wave Crash. This should be in range of a Wave Crash at this point. Okay. Not the worst case scenario, not the worst case scenario. Klefki, if it comes in, I'm hoping Nova will just give me Klefki here. Once this thing goes down. I'm hoping Nova just gives me Klefki. That'd be phenomenal. They could also switch here. They don't switch. We go for the Wave Crash here. Bada bing, bada boom. Dead freaking Terapagos. Please go into Klefki now and think you can get greedy with screens, because if you can, that'd be phenomenal right now. That'd be amazing. Tailwind petered out, that's fine. Okay. Perfect, 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 perfect. We're not out of the woods yet. We're not out of the woods yet, baby. We're making a comeback. We're making a comeback. Come on, Palafin. I believe in you. I believe in the power that is you. Okay. Let's see here. Kiki. Yes! You're getting greedy. You're getting greedy with screens. You are in range of a Jet Punch. I'm going for Jet Punch here. I'm not Banded. I'm Mystic Water. You're going to die to this hit. Let's go! No screens for you. Perfect. Let's go. Alright, that's going to throw Nova off, I'm sure. Pecharunt is still a problem. I need Pecharunt gone. Let's see here. Kyurem Black. Assuming you're fully Spadef. Let's see. Freeze Dry. Are you going to KO me with a Freeze Dry? You could. Ugh. But I have Drain Punch, so I'm going to restore my HP. So that's fine. We could see Incineroar here. If we see Incineroar, then I go back out into my Volbeat. Okay. I need to think about this. Pecharunt is still a major issue because it could have Recover. Okay. I need this rain. I think it comes down to time. I think it's going to come down to time. And depending on that, Pecharunt set. We're going to see Mr. Glick come out. That's going to be this thing, the Incineroar. That's fine. I go for a Wave Crash every single time. If they double, that's fine. I go for Wave Crash here every single time because I have to. And that's just what I have to do. So hopefully they pick up the KO on Incineroar here. Because if Incineroar goes down, then that's phenomenal. We are going to see the hard swap. They are playing this the smart way. So let's see. Let's see the Kyurem Black. We're going to see Momo. That's Pecharunt. That's Pecharunt. No. Yeah, that's Pecharunt. That's Pecharunt. Oh my god. Wait. Wave Crash. I think I can Wave Crash twice, right? I think I can just Wave Crash twice. Oh my god, yes! We got the crit! Okay, we win. I think we win now. I think we win. Oh my god, I think we win. I think we win. Is there a way we don't win? Is there a way we don't win? I'm trying to figure that out right now. Is there a way we don't win? I think the way we don't win is if Kyurem is able to KO me from this range. I'm at -1 right now. If Kyurem Black comes in, I get the chance 32 to 38%. With Drain Punch, 18 to 21% recovered. I'm going to need to do some math here. Let's see what comes in. Oh god, this is going to be interesting. This is going to be interesting. I think it depends on the Kyurem set. Does it depend on the Kyurem set? I think it does. Because I think here, every single time they go for a... Okay, wait, actually, is there a way I can... No. No, there's no way, right? No. I think I could still recover more HP with Drain Punch. I think. Yes, right? Maybe. Oh god, this is tough. Okay. What do I do here? What do I do here? What do I do here? They're going for Freeze Dry. We know they're going for Freeze Dry here. Mad Hatter, I think, is going to die to a Freeze Dry, unfortunately. I think you're barely not in range. Yeah, you're barely... Oh, yeah, you're definitely dead to a Freeze Dry. Oh, God. What do I do? 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 I think I can still win this. I need to figure out my outs. I think I need to chip this thing down. I'm going for Drain Punch. Alright, we go for the Drain Punch. Boom! Does a decent chunk of damage. We're gonna restore our HP a little bit. Alright. Let's see. What do they go for here? We see Freeze Dry. Okay, does it KO me? It doesn't! Let's go! Okay, now I switch into Mad Hatter. I have to switch into Mad Hatter here. Because then I can double back into Palafin, spam Drain Punch versus the Incineroar. Unless I don't die here. Okay, this is interesting. This is a very interesting situation. This is a very interesting situation for me. Oh god, okay. Freeze Dry, Volbeat don't die, Volbeat don't die. You did die, dang it. I told you not to do that. Okay. They're going to double into the Incineroar to click the Intimidate button. That's fine. I just go into this thing and I click Drain Punch. And I think at the very least we're going to make this a 1-0. I think 1-0. It might be a 1-0 loss, but at least it's a 1-0. Drain Punch, baby. Come on. You're in range of this Drain Punch. You have to switch out into Incineroar here. We're going to get a lot of HP recovery from this. So even if the Incineroar comes in, yeah, you have to swap out here because you're in range. You're going to go into Incineroar to get the Intimidate drop. You can't double, though. So as long as Incineroar is in a 2-shot range, which I think it might be, then we are chilling. So Drain Punch here, bada bing, bada boom. It is in a 2-shot range. That's phenomenal for me. Every single time I click Drain Punch here, oh boy, it's going to be cutting it close. It's going to be cutting it real close. Drain Punch here. If you double here, then no, yeah, you don't double here. So yeah, Incineroar is going to go down here. Okay. Come on, Palafin. Come on, Palafin. Unfortunately, I don't think we're going to get enough HP. I don't think we're going to get enough HP. I think we need this to KO. I think we need to KO Kyurem Black. I think we need to KO Kyurem Black right now. Unfortunately, a Wave Crash is not going to do it because we're not in the rain. Man. Come on, Palafin. Palafin, I believe in you. Do your thing. Come on, Palafin. Come on, Palafin. I believe in you. I believe in you. Okay. Okay, that's fine. If we live this attack, we win. If we live this attack, we win. If we live this attack, we win. Freeze Dry. Come on. Come on, Palafin. Come on, Palafin. Come on. Dang it. All right. GG's to my opponent. Really well played. I don't know if that was a roll. Let's see. If I was at 202, assuming you were, like, neutral special attack, it was never a roll, but, I mean, I don't know if what Nova's full set was. Man, that sucks. Really well played. GG's to my opponent. Really well played. At the very least, we pulled this back. Shoutouts to Palafin for that. Yeah, and I knew this was going to be an uphill battle going into it, but at the very least, we came very close. If we just got one more proc of rocks, then that would have been game. But it is what it is. GG's to my opponent. Really, really well played. Thank you all so much for watching. I really hope you all enjoyed this video, and I'll see you soon in the next video. Peace out, mates!